Hi Kushagra. Hi Ritesh. Okay, you have answered already. We'll wait for few more minutes and see how many of you can answer this. We'll wait for few more participants to join, and then we'll have the next question for sure. Right? Let's just wait for few more participants to join the session. Alright, Kushagra also says 3. But this is just a warm-up question, guys. So we'll have the next question for sure. Let's just wait for few more participants to join the session, and then we'll have the next. You just need to give the simplified answer. And for this, no explanation is needed, by the way, because we have discussed this yesterday only. So shall we move to the next then? Dark is 3, Aurora is 3. Okay, so we have few more users. All right, we'll move to the next then. Let's have few easy questions before we are going to jump for the difficult ones. Let's have this one. This is also very easy. I think we have discussed this too. Be quick. You need not to give the explanation for this, by the way. We need to solve for the value of x. Let's see who is going to give the answer first. We need to solve for the value of x. Yes, L and M are parallel, right? The arrows over there are showing that they are parallel only. Okay, again Ritesh says 150. What about the others? Darky says 150. Okay. Virat Tiger 210. 210 is not the right answer, guys. How you are getting 210? If they are parallel, then 160. No, 150. Look, I'll explain. Two of the user has given the correct answer. See, if they are parallel, 140 is incorrect. If this is 60, it's okay, Virat, no worries. If this is 60, this would be 120, right? Because consecutive interior angle are going to be supplementary. Now this angle is 90 degree. We have this. Apply the complete angle logic here. Like sum of all the angles is going to be 360. Most of the people they take x as equal to this, but it is not. They are not vertically opposite angles. You need to add all of them and equate it to 360. Your answer is going to be 150. These two together will form 210, and you need to subtract 210. Yes, Chirag, you are right. Bengar is right. 150 is the right answer. We'll move to the next. And from now onwards, you guys need to give the explanation for each and every answer what you are going to throw in the comment. This is the next question, guys. Let's see who is going to give the answer first. And we do need the explanation along with the answer this time. Hi, Chirag. The given figure is regular pentagon. It is quite obvious and visible to all of us. We need to solve for the value of x. Let's see how many of you can answer this. No one. That's guys, this is easy. I don't know why you are getting taking so much of time. Ritesh says 108. Okay. Ritesh, we do need explanation for this one. I told you those whatever the answers we had first, and those were just a warm-up question. For those questions, the explanation was not needed. But for these, whatever the question I'm going to give you now, we need the explanation for that. Muni Kumar says 36. It is an isosceles triangle. Okay, you are asking. I can't say it is an isosceles triangle. You have to think about it. Muni Kumar, if your answer is 36, you need to give the explanation for that. How you are getting it as 36. Okay. Guys, only answers are not going to get validated. I need the explanation for this one. You can see few of the participants are still struggling. We are having more than 100 concurrent viewers right now, and only 2 to 3 are even answering. So we need the explanation for that. When we are going to have the correct explanation along with the correct answer, then we'll move to the next. Yes, Aurora, you are right. 54. No, 54 is incorrect. 36 is the right answer. Praveen says, Azaz is here. 36 is the correct answer. So I'll give you the explanation now, guys. Guys, see. Aurora, your explanation was correct, but I don't know why, how you got like 54. See, because it is a regular pentagon, all of the interior angles are going to be equal, right? And we know that for the regular pentagon, the sum of all the interior angle is 540. So this is going to be 108. This is also 108. We'll have these two angles as 72 because they are forming a linear pair. Now for the triangle forming outside this figure, we can use the angle sum property, and you can solve for the value of x easily. X plus 72 plus 72 is equal to 180. So it's going to be 36. 108, 54, those all were wrong. 36 is the right answer, guys. I hope it is clear. Aruna has given the answer. Muni Kumar has given the explanation. Keshit, Geeta, Ramesh, 36 is right. Alright guys, thanks for your explanation. Jom is saying 36. Don't give the answers only. I need the explanation. Most of the user has given the explanation, and we'll have the next question, and let's see how many of you can answer that. Let's have this. I hope it is visible to all of you. Yes, it is visible. We need to solve for the value of x. Let's see how many of you can do this. And who is going to give the answer first? Take your time, think about it. Give your answer along with the explanation. Don't just throw the comments. Guys, explanation. I told you explanation. I don't need answers. I'll not consider any answer like without explanation. We'll move to the next. Only you are going to give the correct answer with the explanation. Okay. Linear pair and angle sum property of parallelogram. We can't say it is a parallelogram. We will not say it is a parallelogram. It's a quadrilateral. 180 minus 55. It's 125. Praveen is correct. 125, 125, 125 is the right answer. See guys, using the angle sum property of a quadrilateral in this figure, in this this figure, see it's ABCD, we can solve for this angle, and that is going to be 70 degree. Now if it is 70 degree, right, and these two sides are equal, so these two angles must also be equal because they are going to be the base angles of the isosceles triangle. Yes, Siddharth, you are right. So these two must be 55 each, right? Now you can have the triangle, like even you can use the linear pair property or you can use exterior angle property. Okay, so using the same exterior, even if you are going to use x plus 55, then also it's going to be 125, or you can use the sum of these two angles, which is 70 and 55, and x is exterior to it, so you can have the answer as 125. 125 was the right answer. Let's move to the next and let's see how many of you can do this. Yes, hello Sunny, you are right. Let's have the next one. Let's have this. Guys, we need to solve for the shaded area region. We need to solve for the shaded area, and I need the answer in terms of pi. Don't give the answer in decimals. We need the answer in terms of pi. So we're looking for the correct answer along with the correct explanation. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Anyone? Guys, give your a pi. Okay, 67 minus 2 pi. 2 pi by 4, or it's 2 pi only? 77 minus 8 pi. Just a minute, guys. I think the screen went black, right? Is it black for you guys too? Okay, check now if it is visible. Sunny, your answer is incorrect. Chirag, your explanation is correct, by the way. Okay, but I'll explain, but we do wait for few other participants to give the answer. Yes, Chirag, your answer is correct. 77 minus 8 pi. So Chirag is the first to give the answer for this one. All right. For the next question, I'm not going to reveal the correct answer. We'll wait for few participants to give the answers, and once we'll have 4 to 5 users to give the answer, then I'll tell you whether it is correct or not. Okay. See, what we can do, we need to solve for the area of this triangle first of all. We'll solve for this triangle. The base is going to be, if this is 4, this is also 4, this is entire base is going to be 10. 4 plus 2, it's going to be 10. And see, this height of the triangle, this much is radius of the quadrant portion, this is also 2, right? So the area of the triangle, height is 5 and base is 10, so area of this triangle is half into base into height, it's going to be 25. And out of this we need to subtract this quadrant. So if in order to subtract this quadrant, what I'll do, I'll subtract, right? We need to, please explain all question. I am explaining every single question. You are late, Sandeep. Okay, We'll start from this now. Look, we need to subtract this quadrant out of it. So it's pi r square. R is 2 for it. So pi 2 square by 2. This would be 2 pi. I'll simplify it and I'll write it as 2 pi. Okay. Now add this much portion. This one rectangle, small rectangle. This is going to be, the length is 2 for this, and the width is 1. So area is going to be 2 into 1. 2 into 1, it's going to be 2. Now see, for this entire rectangle, the area is 5 is the width, 10 is the length, so it's going to be 50. So we'll add 50, but we need to subtract this. This is not a circle, we need to subtract this much portion only. So we'll subtract semicircle. So it's going to be pi r square. Guys, is it 2 pi or is it, no, it's only pi, right? It was 4 actually. Yes. Now for this I'll be doing pi r square by 2. So it's going to be 2 pi. This is 2 pi. This circle area. So your answer is going to be, this will become together 3 pi, and we need to combine the like terms. We'll get 77 minus 3 pi. 77 minus 3 pi is the right answer, guys. Yes, 1 by 4 for this one, 1 by 4 for this one, and 1 by 2 for this one. It's not a circle. Izaz, you are correct. Okay, Sandeep, not an issue. We still are going to have at least 5 to 8 questions more for this session, and you can learn those, and for the rest of the question you can check the live again. Okay, it's going to be there on the channel. So shall we move to the next, guys, if it is clear? Yes, Kushagra says yes. Guys, shall we move to the next? Okay, Zaz says yes. Let's have the next question. Let's see if you can solve this. This is easy, and I want all of you to give the answer for this. Manikant, yes. Sandeep, yes. Okay, guys, this is so easy, but you need to do a bit of construction. So do it. We need to solve for the value of x. Think about it. Take your time and give your explanation along with the correct answers. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Yes, Aurora, we did that. I corrected that later. I think you were not there at that time. I wrote it as pi. I told you that I used the semicircle formula. I mentioned that. You can go back to the stream and check it out, or you can take the screenshot and solve it. You'll get the same answer, 77 minus 3 pi. Okay, we have one user to give the answer for this, 25, but still explanation is missing, so I'm not considering it. We'll wait for the participant who is going to give the answer along with the explanation. X is 70. 70, join the lower parallel line to make it a triangle. $70 and 25 both are like way apart from each other. One user has given the answer as 70, and other is giving 25. Sunny says 30. Okay. Everyone is giving different answers. 30. We have two users to give 30. Chirag says 20. One user says 25. And one says 70. Okay, I'll wait for 2 to 3 more answers and then I'll explain. There are multiple approaches to this one, guys. Okay, Sandeep said, okay, again we have one more answer, 80. Alright guys, everyone is giving different answer. I need to explain this one then. See, there are multiple approaches to this one. It's completely on me that how I am going to approach for this. See, if I'm going to extend this line and draw a parallel line here, see what is going to happen. First of all, you guys can solve for these angles. This is going to be 95, right? This angle is 95, and this much angle is going to be 115. See, now 115 is there already. What I can do, either you can solve for this angle, like this angle, or you can solve for this angle. First of all, forget about x. Let's just solve for this angle. I'm solving for this. This is going to be 85, right? And now see, this entire angle, this and this entire angle, x plus 85, they are going to be alternate angles now, right? So I can write that x plus 85 is equal to 115. So my x is going to be 30, not 20. I'll subtract 85 out of it, so it's going to be 30. Even if you are going to solve this side, like if you are going to solve for this angle, this is going to be 65, and you can say that 95 is equal to x plus 65. Then also you are going to get the answer as 30. So it works both ways, right? So 30 is the right answer. I hope it is clear to every one of you where you guys have made mistakes. I don't know why some of you has got 70, 80, 25. Okay, how you got 65? Wait, I'll explain. Wait a sec. Where is my pen? Okay, Uzair, is it? You got that? Guys, as the screen turns black again, just let me know. Is there any doubt, guys? Just let me know. If there is any doubt, you can let me know. I'll explain. We are using consecutive interior angle property. Okay, shall we move to the next then? Shall we move to the next? Okay, Kushagra says yes. Let's have the next one, guys. And let's see how many of you can answer that. Give me a minute. Let's have this. Okay. Manikant, yes. Okay, we need to solve for the value of x and y. Not x and y, we need to solve for x only. Here they have mentioned x, but I do need y also. I'll write x and y. You need to solve for x as well as y. Solve for x and y. Guys, the question is not changed, is it? How is that possible? I've changed the screen already. Just a Is it fine now? Okay, we need to solve for x and y both. Let's see who's going to give the answer first. Guys, this is so simple. Should not take that much of time. Okay, Ritesh says y is 68 and x is 88. Okay, Ritesh says x is equal to 20, y is 68. Sunny says 68 and 88. X 20, y 68. Sunny, your answer is incorrect. X 24, y 68. Manikant, your answer is incorrect, as us has given the explanation. Okay, 20 is for general. 20 is it for x? I hope it is for x. Chirag, I already mentioned that once I'm going to have at least 5 to 6 answers from the users, then I'll reveal the correct answers. Okay. Alright guys, now see how we are going to approach for the x or y. First of all, let's consider this triangle. This one. See, this y plus y, which is 2y, is going to be exterior angle for this triangle. So I can write that exterior angle is equal to sum of these two interior angles. So this is going to be 96 because 48 plus 48, 96, plus this 40 is going to give me 136. So my y is going to be 136 by 2. So y is going to be 68. And I can see most of the user has given the correct answer for y. But for x they are giving wrong answer. Y is 68. Uzair is correct. Denim brothers, 28 is incorrect for x. Now you are correct, 20. So y is 68, you are right. Now see this triangle, this one. Again apply the exterior angle property. Now we are having y only, right? It is going to be equal to x plus 48. So y is equal to x plus 48. Y is already there, which is 68. You can solve for the value of x. So x is going to be 20. 20 is the right answer for x. X not 40, Sunny, what happened? X is 20, y is 68. Sunny, is it clear to you guys? Then we'll move to the next. If it is clear, then we'll move to the next. Look, Sunny, y, see, this is x, this is 48, and this is y. Consider this triangle. X plus 48 is equal to y. Isn't it? I hope it is clear. Shall we move to the next, guys? Okay, Manikant says yes. Chirag Denim brother says yes. Okay, guys, let's see. Okay. Let's have the next question. Let's have this. Now for this is very simple. I need the answer in terms of, either you can answer in terms of exponents or in terms of, like, it could be in a number also, or you can give the answer in parts. Let's see how much time you need for this. 5 into 2 raised to power 19. No. Manigat Uzair has given the answers. Okay. 2 raised to power 21. 2048. Uzair 4 raised to power 2 raised to power 11. Chirag. Azaz says 2 raised to power 11. 2048. Vicky Andrew. Okay, 2048, 2048, 2 raised to power 11. Okay, so whomsoever has given the answer, whomsoever has given the answer as 2048 or 2 raised to power 11, they are correct. Rest all were wrong. See what is happening. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you are going to take 4 raised to power 10 as common, and you will add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, this is going to be 4. So it is like 4 into 4 raised to power 1. So it's going to be 4 raised to power 11. And similarly, at the denominator, you will be having 2 raised to power 11, because if you are going to take 2 as common, it would be 1 plus 1, that would be 2. So together, on multiplication, they will become 2 raised to power 11. Now this 4 raised to power 11 can be written as 2 raised to power 22, because it's 2 square into 11, right? So it would be 2 raised to power 22, and this is 2 raised to power 11. So now we know the bases are same and the power are different, and they are in fractions. So the powers are going to get subtracted. So it is 222 minus 11, which is going to give you 2 raised to power 11. So 2 raised to power 11 is the right answer, and on some further simplification, you will write it as 2048. Okay, Journal is correct, Sunny is correct, Daniel is correct, Zohair is right. Yes. Alright guys, let's just move to the next. If anyone having doubt in this, then they can ask, or else we can move to the next. Shall we move to the next? Alright, let's just move to the next question. Let's see how many of you can answer that. Just give me a minute. Let's have this. And guys, remember, this is not the diameter, this is the radius. 6 is radius. Don't consider it as the diameter of the circle. I'll erase this segment. 6 is the radius. Try to give your answer in terms of pi. Don't give your answer in decimals. Denim brothers, we are at the next question. Vicky and Ryu. 256 minus 40 pi. 144 minus 4 pi. 144 minus 40 pi. 144 minus 40 pi. 256 minus 45 is incorrect. 36 minus 40 pi is incorrect. 144 minus 40 pi is the right answer, guys. See what is happening here. See, this is 6. The side is going to be 12, right? Because it's going to be 6 plus 6. So this is 12. So the area of the square is going to be 12 square, which is going to be 144. Now from the square, we need to subtract these 4 quadrants. And these 4 quadrants are having the radius as 2. 4 quadrants will together form a circle only. So I'll use the formula of the circle, which is pi r square. And for this bigger circle, I'll be using the formula again, pi r square, which is going to be pi 6 square, which is 36 pi. So this is 4 pi, and that is 36 pi, and together they will form 40 pi. So we have 144 minus 40 pi as the right answer. Shirish, you are right. Let's have the next question. We have discussed this question already, I think. Let's discuss the next one. Let's have this. It's okay, Chirag. Again, we need to solve for the value of x. Let's see who is going to give the answer first for this one. "13." 13 Zohair. Andrew says 12. 13. Yes, it's very easy, Zohair. That's why you did it wrong. "13" is the wrong answer, guys. 12 is the right answer. See, what is happening? This is radius 9. This is 4. If this is going to be 13, is it equal to x? This is going to be equal to x, right? So this difference is the difference between the radius, which is nothing but 5. This is 5 and this is 13. Now using the Pythagorean theorem, you will get the value of x. X is going to be 12 square. Sorry, x square is equal to 12 square, so x is going to be 12. 12 is the right answer. Wangli, you are correct. 144 is not the right answer. However, 12 is square. Yes, you are right. 17 is incorrect. Giri Solanki, what happened? That's not the same question. We did that earlier, I think. Zohair, you told that it is easy. This is 9. This is 4. They are on the same base. This is 4. This is 9. So what would be the difference? This much is also going to be 4. The remaining portion is going to be 5. Isn't it? Okay. Shall we move to the next now, guys? I hope it is clear then. We'll move to the next. Alright, thanks for your confirmation. Let's have the next question. Let's see. Okay, let's have something from reasoning today, because I do have a question. This is easy. Let's see how many of you can answer this. So now in this question we need to relate the numbers, like the two numbers together. Maybe we can relate these two, we can relate these two, and all of them should follow the same pattern. Following the same pattern, you need to solve for the missing value. You can make a pair, and remember, all of the patterns usually follows a clockwise pattern. It usually follows a clockwise pattern. So think about it. We need to solve for the value of x. I need the correct answer along with the correct explanation. Let's see how many of you can answer this. (540 by 19). Guys, I was there. That must follow every number should follow the same pattern. Every pair should follow the same pattern. It's not only for that one missing number. You need to check. The number should follow the same pattern. 26 FJ. Okay. Manikant says 12 minus 3 follows the same pattern. 16 is incorrect. I'll let you know. You guys can keep on giving your answer. Like, let's see, when I'm going to have the correct answer, I'll let you know. Take your time, think about it. I told you can make a pair. Either you can pair these two numbers, or these two numbers, or these two numbers, like these two numbers and these two numbers and these two numbers, and you need to form a relation between them. Whatever the possible relation you can have. Uzair is saying 33. Okay. Yes, Manikant, you are right. Alright, so I think there is no need of explanation. See, what is happening, we need to multiply 10 into 3. Here, we'll get 30. But if I'm going to subtract 3 out of it, so first multiplying by 3, then subtracting 3, I'll be getting 27. So these numbers are following a pattern. Similarly, 19 into 3 is going to be 57. But if I'm going to subtract the 3 now, I'll get 54. So these are related, right? It's following a pattern like this. So I need to multiply 12 by 3 now. 12 into 3 is going to be 36 and then subtract 3 out of it. So I'll be getting the answer as 33. 33 is the right answer. Manikant was the first to give the answer for that question. Let's have the next question, guys, then. Let's have the next one. Let's see how many of you can answer this. Wait a sec. Let's have this. Yes, you're here. Not it's yes, you can do it like that. 19 minus 1. That's also correct. We need to solve for the value of x. So here you are right. Yes, Chirag, I am giving all those questions that so that every one of you can participate. I'm not taking any question from grade 12, like not taking factorials today because you are in grade 7, so it's good for you. Now take this triangle and we need to solve for the value of x. Guys, I need the explanation for this one. I don't need the answers only. Chirag says, okay, no. Andrew is here, Giri Solanki is here. Waiting for the explanation, guys. I'm not waiting for the answers. I already have the answer. If you can give the explanation, that would be good enough for all of us. 40 plus 30 plus. Okay, but why it is why adding all of them is going to be equal to x? Sunny, why? Why is there any property? Like general is also like 40 plus 30 plus 48, but why? Guys, I know the addition that 88 plus 30 is going to be. No, they are not equilateral triangle, guys. Equilateral triangles are the triangle where all the interior angles are 60 degree. Draw a perpendicular line to A to P. No. Yes, Andrew is correct. Or else I think everyone just in order to give the answer as 118, they are just putting their own logic side. That means nothing to me at all. One user has given the correct explanation. That makes me yes, you are right. Giri Solanki is also correct now this time. See, guys, let's just name these two angles first of all. These two angles for this triangle. Let's say this is A and this is B. Right? Sunny is correct. Now see what is happening if I'm going to take them as A plus B and I'm using the angle sum property for the bigger triangle, right? I'll get a relation like A plus 40 plus 48 plus B plus 30 is equal to 180, right? And from there I'll be getting that A plus B is going to be equal to 62. Now if A plus B is 62, I can use the angle sum property in this triangle. I'll be writing A plus B plus X is equal to 180. And we already solved for the value of A plus B, which is going to be 62. And using this, I'll be getting my answer as 118. So 118 is the right answer. But you guys failed to give the explanation. You guys passed the answer like you gave the answer, but most of the users failed to give the explanation. Yes, you can use them. Yes, we can do that also, but I am not going to give the Giri Solanki, this is a geometry and geometry has multiple ways to solve, right? So I am just going to give one explanation. That's why I usually say that you guys need to yes, you guys need to give the explanation. Okay, so the thing is you guys need to give the explanation so that everyone else can learn from it. Okay, Ram Sanju saying bola tha yaar, like yes, you can use that. Look, there are so many participants have commented. I can't read every single comment, guys. I need to give the explanation also. Shall we move to the next then? Shall we move to the next now, guys, if it is clear? Okay, Kushagra says yes. Okay, let's have this one. This is going to be very easy, and I want all of you to give the correct explanation for this one. Let's have this one. We need to solve for the perimeter of the figure. Perimeter of the entire figure. Take this figure as one whole. Take this figure as one whole and then solve for the perimeter. "97, 96, those were incorrect." Uzair says 30. Wagli says 16. Guys, this is not a perimeter. This is the area, first of all. Area of this square. 36 is the area. General says 32. Uzair says 32. Andrew says 28. 32, 32, 32. 32 is the right answer, guys. 28 is incorrect. 16 is incorrect. 24 is incorrect. 36. 32 is the right answer. C. This is a square for sure. 36 is to be, all of these sides are going to be 6, 6, 6. Why you are considering this? When I'm going to talk about the perimeter, I'll be taking the boundaries only. I'll be taking the fencings only. This is going to we are going to count all these length only. Okay. So it's going to be 32. So this is 2, this is 4, and this is 4, and this is 4. Why? Because this entire length is going to be 6, and we need to subtract 2 out of it. So this would be 4. Now you can see it's going to be 32. It's not 28. It's not 36. I hope it is clear, right? So these questions are very easy, but you need to be so quick with your logic, guys. Okay? And be aware of your calculation. Shall we move to the next? Are you guys ready for the next question? We're still having 15 more minutes to discuss few of the question. Shall we move to the next? Yes, Uzair says yes. General says yes. Let's have the next question. See. Wait a sec. I'll give you a good one. This is nice. We need to solve for the shaded area, guys. You guys need to give me the answer in terms of pi only. Okay? Or this R, capital R, is representing the radius of this bigger circle, and this small r is representing the radius of this smaller circle. You need to solve for this area where they put the question mark, right? What? Yes, what shaded area? This question mark one, pink one, we can say. This is not like peach one, it's not exactly pink. Abdul, your answer for the previous question is correct, but we are at the next question. You need to say 25 pi. Okay, but I do want to know, like, 25 pi, 225, only 225. Keno is right, that's correct. "25 pi is the right answer, guys. See, white area is 75 pi. Yes, you are right. So see, first let's solve for this circle. The area of this circle is going to be pi r square using this r. This is going to be 225 pi, right? And this blue area is given as 150. So the remaining this much portion is going to be 75 pi. I need to subtract 150 out of 225, so this is going to be 75 pi. So if this is 75, now let's talk about the smaller circle. Now for the smaller circle, radius is 10. So the area of the smaller, this entire circle is going to be 10 square and 2 pi, so it's going to be 100 pi. Now just subtract this 75 pi, this much area, we'll get this. So 100 pi minus 75 pi is going to give you 25 pi as your answer. I hope it is clear. And then we'll move to the next. 25 pi sugary blood. Everyone, guys, where you have been? Like, you are so late. We are about to end the session. Shall we move to the next then, if it is clear? Yes. Okay. Let's have this. Now, guys, be quick. We need to solve for the value of x. This is simple. Hi, Diana. See, we are given with the circle and we need to solve for the value of x. Yes, there it could be possible without 150 also. Okay, Uzair says 48. How, guys? I need the explanation. 48 is incorrect, by the way. 24. FJ says 24. Vicky Andrew says 24. General says 20. 2.5x is equal to... Okay. Five x is equal to... Correct, you are right. PlayStation X 24. 24 is the right answer, guys. I'll give the explanation because we have so many of you to give the correct answer already. What we can do, if I'm going to join this, because these are going to be isosceles triangle, right? Because all of the segments are representing the radius here. So if this is 32, this much is also going to be 32. And if this is 28, this much is also going to be 28. Now adding 32 and 28, this angle is going to be 60. Now if this is 60, the angle at center is going to be double of it. So it's going to be 60 into 2, that is 120. So my 5x is equal to 120. So my x is going to be 120 by 5. X is going to be 24. 24 is the right answer, guys. Right? Shall we move to the next? If it is done, guys, if there is no. Yes, okay. Okay, Anil Kumar is asking how. Like, you are asking how for what? Is there any, like, could you please? But angle subtended by two sides is equal. Yes. Angle subtended by look, there is a theorem. Angle subtended by an arc at a center is double the angle subtended by the same arc at the circumference. So if that is 60, this is going to be 120, isn't it? That was 60 and I calculated it as 60. How we have calculated it? We have constructed this. First of all, these two sides are going to be equal because they are radius, so base angles are going to be equal. That is 32. Here it is 28. This is also 28. So 32 plus 28 is going to be how much? It's going to be 60. So if it is 60, this is going to be double of it. Angle subtended by same arc. Guys, that's so basic, I think. No, 32. It's not equal. Why you are saying it's equal? We are not bisecting it. We are joining it, guys. I'm not bisecting this angle. I'm joining over with this corner. When did I say I'm bisecting it? This is 32 and this is 28. I hope it is clear. Is it clear now? 32 is not equal to 28. Did I mention that I am bisecting it by joining? Okay, let's move to the next. We have wasted so much. Give me a minute, give me a minute. Okay, now I want all of you to give the answer for this. We need to solve for the value of x. Think about it. We need to solve for the value of x. Uzair, is there any problem? We don't know the lengths are equal sides. Yes. We don't know whether they are equal or not. Yes. Guys, we do need explanation for this. Manoj, you are... I don't know whether for which question you are saying. We have moved to... Yes, I have explained to them already, Uzair. 60, 35, guys, whomsoever are giving their answer as 60, 35, half of 70, just give your explanation that why half of 70, how you have taken 70, and why it is 70, why not anything else. Shreya says 70. Ritesh is saying join center and tangent. Okay, I'll join center and tangent. Then if this is x, this is also going to be x, is it? Right? Because they are isosceles. So this is going to be 2x. Or I can make it, because this is radius and radius is perpendicular to the tangent, I can make it 90 also. Now do whatever you want to do. There are multiple approaches. You can use exterior angle property, you can use angle sum property, whatever you want to do. You can write this as 2x because they are going to be exterior angle of this triangle. This is the right angle. Do whatever you want to do. That's completely on to you. Right? So x is going to be 35. 35 is the right answer, guys. There is no need to give the explanation for this one. I think I have already explained. There are 3 approaches. I have shown you 2 here. However, there is one more approach to use the arcs. We can use the arcs also. You can use the intercepted arc theorem also. 35 is the right answer. In the previous question, both triangles have equal side. Their angle must be equal. Okay, we'll move to the previous question because some people are still stuck at the previous question, and why I want my participants to give the answer for that. This was the previous question. Where is this mentioned that we have these 2 equal sides? Did I mention, or is there any sign we are having like that? There is nothing like that. Why you are claiming that these 2 sides are equal? If I'm going to join them, now this is radius, this is also radius, this is also radius. These 3 line segments are equal because they are the radius of the same circle. I don't know why I'm explaining this again and again, because this is so basic, and they are forming isosceles triangle now. So if they are isosceles triangle, the base angle of the triangle must be same. This is 32, this is 28, this is also 28. This is ridiculous. Right? There's nothing to say about the chord here. There's nothing to do about the chord. I hope it is clear. We'll move to the next. Perimeter. We need to solve for the perimeters. Now I need the answer in terms of pi. This is very easy. Again, it's perimeter. Think about it carefully. Don't just add the sides all up. Solve for the perimeter, give your answer in terms of pi, guys. And maybe this is going to be the last or the second last question. We'll have few more, and then we'll end the session. Yes, all of them are all of them are semicircles. They are on this. They are on the sides AB, BC, and AC. Cool Dude, Kano, Andrew, Manikant. What is the perimeter? Perimeter is sum of all the sides. Like it's fencing. This is perimeter. We need to calculate this length along the boundaries, right? So the perimeter is 6 pi. 6 pi is the right answer, guys, because the radius of every semicircle is going to be 2 first of all, right? So this portion is going to be pi r. So we can write like pi r, it's 2 pi. This is also 2 pi, and this is also 2 pi. So together they'll make it to 6 pi. Okay, let's have one more question. Let me just give you one more question. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let's have this. We need to solve for the radius. Now, here's come all the logic of the codes. This problem contains all the logics from the codes. We need to solve for the radius. Let's see how many of you can solve this. And this is going to be the last question. Yes, Ashardeep, you can answer this. Nati, you can't see even if it is going to cut or pass through the center or not, but you can still prove it whether it is going to pass through it or not. Ashardeep, this question, the logic is same, but the question is not same. That question was bit difficult but this is easy. If you saw that video, then you must be aware of it, but we are not going to use that approach here. You'll get to know. Guys, whatever the answer you are giving, we need the explanation for that, right? We don't need answers only. I told you, Subir Srivastav has mentioned, and mountains mentioned something like 6.5 centimeter, but we need the explanation for that. Guys, I'm not looking for maybes. If you can answer this, please answer this along with the explanation. Even if it is your maybe, then how you are writing it at? Six is incorrect. Guys, why? Okay, 4 plus 5 by 2. And you have assumed that it is passing through the center. I'll give you one more question. I have another question. If you are thinking like that, I'll give you one more question then. This is easy. Just give me a minute. If I can get that question, I'll give it to you. Okay, if you are thinking, we'll have this question then.
Okay, see, no one has given the explanation. You are just guessing it like it is 6 point, like it is passing through the center, but you don't have any valid reason for it, right? I'll give you valid reason, then I'll give you one more question after this, which is going to be same. See, as we need not to do that much of calculation for this question, see what is going to happen here. Let's suppose this is the center of the circle. As for this question, it is going to pass. If it is a center, if I'm going to draw a perpendicular on line, let's say this is a perpendicular on a line. This is going to be 2.5 each because we know perpendicular from the center is going to bisect the chord. This is a theorem, right? So this is going to be 2.5. This is also going to be 2.5. Correct? Now what we can do? If I'm going to, let's say, I don't know whether it is a center is on this line or not. What I can do, I can extend this line. Let's just not take center here. I'll take here. However, it is on that line for this question. Let's think about it like this. See, if I'm going to take the perpendicular on this also, this is going to bisect. It means that this much portion, the above portion, this one, is going to be equal to this much portion, right? And we know that if this is 4, this is how much? This is 2.5. Correct? It's going to be how much? 4 plus 2.5 together they'll become 6.5 up to here. This is also going to be 6.5. Correct? So entire length is going to be how much? 13. This entire chord length is going to be 13. This much portion is 4, so the remaining one is going to be 9. This is going to be 9. Now see, let's just extend this one. Let's just extend this one and name this as x. You can solve for the value of x and see what you are going to get. There is a theorem for the intersecting chord that the product of the segments of the chord is going to be equal. So 6 into x, that is 6x, is equal to 4 into 9, that is 36. Now see what you are going to get. Your x is going to be 6. Your x is 6. Your x is 6. See, if x is 6, it means this is equal to this. So this chord is passing through the center. That's going to get validated here. When I'm going to get 6 equal to 6, it is validated that this chord is passing through the center for sure. So this is nothing but the diameter. So the diameter is going to be 9 plus 4, 13. So the radius is going to be 13 by 2, which is 6.5. You guys need to validate your answer, guys. 6.5 is the right answer, and you need not to make guesses for this. You need to confirm whether it is passing through the center or not, and that's how we confirmed it. I hope it is clear to every one of you. Anyone having any doubt in this? I can repeat. Just let me know, guys. Is there any doubt? This is not the good question. This is not that good question. The good one question is what like Ashdi was talking about. That was a good one. But we'll not discuss it today. I'll give you tomorrow. We'll discuss the question like this. Like, guys, just remember the concept. Whatever I told you for this question, I'll discuss the same question tomorrow. I'll give you that question tomorrow. Okay? So I'll give you that, and you need to use your logic, this logic on that question, and we'll learn something new from that question. Okay, for sure. Okay, what theorem was that involving the right angle? Okay, chord. It's like line. What was you're talking about the chord bisection chord, right? So intersecting chord theorem, we can say. These were intersecting chord for solving x, and that was a property of the line that the perpendicular drawn from the center on a chord will bisect the chord. Chord bisector theorem. That was a chord bisector theorem, right? The other was intersecting chord theorem, where we solved for the value of x. Alright guys, let's call it a day. I hope you guys have enjoyed the session. I personally enjoyed it very much today. So I'll see you tomorrow at the same timing, 6 p.m. tomorrow. If not 6, it could be 6:05 at least, not late than that. So we'll see you tomorrow. We'll have a next session tomorrow at the same timing. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a good night. No, Arshaddeep, we are not going to stream on the other channel for today. There would be no stream. I'll post something for you guys there. You can go and check out and try to give your answers along with the correct explanation. I'll post few questions there. Okay. However, there would be no stream on that channel for today. Alright guys, take care. Bye bye. Good night. Bye Giri. Bye 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 bye.